I saw Wicked for Good on last Thursday, and let's talk about it. Stars all of the returning cast from the first part. This is definitely a part two movie. It's more so about definitely the relationship between Glinda and the Wicked Witch. While the first one took a majority of the movie primarily in school, this one's after. This one is some time after the first one. In the beginning, it was kind of hard to hook me a little bit because, they kind of had her like auditioning to be in the Avengers, fighting some guys. And I know that this is a faithful adaptation, honestly, because the stage play, some say that it's kind of rushed to introduce all of the other characters as who you see them to be in The Wizard of Oz. The music is not as great as the first part. It's not bad. Like, this movie wasn't bad. I am victim of jingling keys. I like that shit. So all of the Wizard of Oz stuff, as you follow Dorothy's journey, I think you should have committed to having Dorothy. But you see, Bach turn into the Tin Man, and the Cowardly Lion is no longer a cub, and Jonathan Bailey turns into the Scarecrow. Things I don't really buy about that is I don't really buy the relationship between Elphaba and Fiyero. Jeff Goldblum he's good as the wizard. He does exactly what he needs to do. I didn't really like Michelle Yeoh's character, but she drops the house on Dorothy's sister, which sets up not Dorothy's sister, Elphaba's sister, which sets up the Wizard of Oz story. And, you see in the end, Dorothy burn her with a pail of water, but it turns out that she's just hiding in the basement, and her and Fiyero live happily ever after. But the story is just mainly about her and Glinda. Glinda doesn't really have much to do. She takes over Oz, lets the animals out, because in the beginning, Elphaba is just helping the animals. But in the end, she gets her happy ending. I do like the final shot of the recreation of the poster. Good movie. I'd say it's the same as the first one. Because the flaws are mainly in this one. Rushed, sure, but I like a slower movie. Doesn't need to be 3 hours. But Wicked for Good. Ariana Grande slays, always. Elphaba slays, as always. Cynthia Erivo. The changes to the Wizard of Oz, I'm not sure if I liked it at first, but, it's whatever. It's a